Hey people, I am live. Welcome to the Wednesday evening stream. It is January the 28th, 6:15 p.m. Hope you're all doing well. I think it's around minus 11 Celsius in the city, feeling more like minus 19 with the wind chill. And we're still buried under mountains of snow, as you can see. So hello Mark M, welcome. Hello Ashnix, Brad Palmer, Toronto's Do Up Music Guy. Hello Yogi and Daniel and Gertish. Alan K, hello Jen and Chantel. Dan Harmson, Drew Costin. 60s Freak, how you doing? Billy T. Howard Charco's in the house. Yeah, I heard about the earthquake. I think I felt it actually. I think around that time I felt a rumble or something, and I just sort of wondered for a second what was going on, and I didn't really think too much about it afterwards. Hey, Lumiakin, hello. What's up, E. Blake from Brooklyn? Wayne McKay. Yvonne Atherton, welcome. Hello, Jacob and Karen. Alan K, $3, happy hump day. You'll be back after dinner. All right. Enjoy your dinner, and thank you very kindly for the super chat, Alan K. And Dale Melnichuk, $5. Thank you very much for the super sticker, Dale Melnichuk. So cheers to both of you. Thank you, Alan and Dale. Much appreciated. In Cold Hard Toronto, William, Leo Chung, hello Zach, Mr. Adam Zappel. Hey, YT. I have no idea. I never knew the manager of the Rabba by name. I might recognize him to see him. I only go in there rarely, like maybe once or twice a year. I'll go into that Rabba. Hey, Randy Ruck, Greg Hubers, Miss Loba Bob, Christos. Yeah, glad you could all make it. Hello, Techus Gods. Kinda gotta pay a bit more attention to my footfalls here. Normally I just walk along and look at my surroundings and look at my phone, but I have to kind of look at my feet a lot more now. Make sure I'm not stepping on something that will cause me to trip or fall. Hey, Lori M, hello. Michael T, what's up? The sidewalk here is cleared pretty well though, but I think we'll probably come across some areas that are not as well cleared. Steglash, hello. Pamela. Vivian. I don't know if I already said hi to you, Vivian. John Nicholson, Famous Master. Bradley Taylor. Hey, thanks for checking out another fun-filled stream. I'm just heading south down Jarvis Street right now. Lena Sandoval is here. It might be another week before the snow is cleared away from all of the major streets, let alone the side streets. Still got these enormous snowbanks here on the side of like major streets like Jarvis here. Hey, Jacques. But still, lots of people, lots of traffic. The city just keeps on doing what it does. Hey, Mod Police. All the stuff I use for my streams is listed down below in the description. All the tech I use is all down there. This is just an old Samsung phone that I'm using right now, a 5-year-old Samsung Galaxy. I'm probably going to replace it pretty soon. Hey, Queen Victoria. Hey, Response Audio, what's up? Oh, the sidewalks are actually completely cleared right here. That's nice. I can walk normally. Yeah, we got days of cold temperatures ahead of us. Like below seasonal cold, right? It should be like around -2 or something for a daytime high, but it's more like -10. Hey, just Smitty. I think that's a bit dramatic there, Mod Police. I didn't get any sense that he was about to attack me. My spidey senses did not tingle. Hey, Ken Land, Craig O'Connor. We're on Jarvis. Jarvis and Shooter. I'm heading south on Jarvis. I think the wind was worse earlier today, like in the morning and afternoon. I was out walking around and it was pretty brutal. Seems a bit better now, so I'm glad. I don't think I'm going to go to the harbor front, not tonight. Alright, so I'm going to keep on heading south. Maybe we'll take a walk through St. James Park. It should look pretty nice, all piled up with mountains of snow. Yes, I remember my little Irish jig, right? When I did that Irish jig. Oh yes. Just crossing Queen. Hey, Tony Christou. Now here the sidewalks are not plowed at all, really. This is a sidewalk right here. You got like a fire hydrant. Barely. Hey, quesadilla. Felicity. Yeah, another popsicle live stream here. But what flavor of popsicle am I? That is the question. Hey, Tiana. Hello, Morgana. Hey, Picard is here. Tea, Earl Grey, hot. I see some people are guessing a flavor. I would say banana because, you know, I just love all banana flavored things. So that's what flavor of popsicle I would be. Oh, so now maybe you're starting to understand my references a bit more, Felicity. You should just go on YouTube, you'll find a little video clip of Picard saying that. Maybe even a montage of every time he said it on all of the episodes of the show. Hey, Clay Fishies, Randy Ruck. Got 400 viewers already. Cheers, everyone. What's up, Donkey? Crossing Adelaide. Got this awesome view here. Hey, hello, Jessica. Well, you have to watch Starfleet Academy to make your own opinion. I think it's not so good, but that's just me. Maybe you'll like it. I just think the writing is pretty terrible for the most part. It's all in the writing for shows like that. I mean, you can have lots of special effects and all that, and that's all fine and dandy. And they spend a fortune on that show. It's pretty obvious from how it looks, right? Looks like a very, very extremely high budget show, but if the writing sucks, it kind of drags it all down. And in my opinion, the writing does suck. Hey, Jefferson. I've watched all 3 episodes so far. It's not like I'm not giving it a chance. I want to like it. I want to like it. I want to enjoy a new Star Trek show. They're just making it hard for me to enjoy it with the way it's going right now. But some people are enjoying it, so, you know, whatever. Hey, Fiend Dragon. No, I have the phone on a gimbal. I am holding the gimbal with my hand, though, with one hand. That has 3 gloves. Triple gloved right here on the gimbal holding hand. A BG. King Street is right behind me. What's up, 100? St. Lawrence Hall. Did I miss a super sticker? Sometimes they get by me. Let's see. Let's go back. Tom B. There we go. $2 super sticker. Thank you very much, Tom B. Sorry, I missed that one. It just zipped right by. Thanks for letting me know. Yes, Jacob, thanks for letting me know. And thank you very much, Tom B, for the super sticker. Much appreciated. Yeah, I put on the heated glove, Vivian, to see how it would feel holding my gimbal and everything, and the glove works fine. No problem there. The only thing is it's a bit bulky and it makes it hard for me to hold the gimbal in a way that I feel comfortable. Like, it makes it feel like I might drop the gimbal because the glove is a bit bulky, a bit too bulky to hold this gimbal in a secure fashion. But the glove works fine, and it's obviously no problem from just out walking around wearing them, you know, on a non-streaming sort of situation. But it just doesn't seem right for holding a gimbal if I can't feel what I'm holding. Like, I just feel like the gimbal will slip out of my hand or something. Robert Armstrong, hello. I've had that problem before a couple of the times when I did wear them. I kept losing my grip on the gimbal and it was start. Hey, the Tony, how you doing? Susie. All right, later, Bradley Taylor. Thanks for popping in. That was St. Lawrence Hall. Yeah, I've shown this building lots of times on the channel. It's one of my favorite old buildings downtown. From the mid-19th century, that's when that was built. Hey, Tom Seeley. Yes, it is beautiful, Lori. Got some bells to chime in up there. Hey, Mo, hello. Shamabudu, yeah, King Street East here. It's a very lovely stretch. This is Old Town. There's St. Lawrence Hall again. Hey, Whimsical Wonders of Lace, how you doing? Of course, the nice sounds of the bells and everything are a bit hard to hear when you're in the heart of downtown. Lots of noises just tend to drown everything out. What's up, Ural Bumblefoot? Four days of snow at your place, huh? Did you get like as much snow as we got? Downtown here got around 60 centimeters of snow, all in one big snowfall. An all-time record amount of snow for a single snowfall in the entire history of Toronto, as long as they've been keeping records anyway. But yet there are still people in the comments in some of my videos saying like, that's nothing. You call that a lot? It was way worse, you know, back in whatever when I was a kid, blah blah blah.
But I didn't go that late. And we get there and we sit down.
When, as a matter of fact, no, it wasn't way worse, because this was the all-time record amount of snow that we just had, just now. So your memories are failing you. Maybe you thought it was more because you were a short little kid. Hey, Megan is here. Holy moly. How you doing, Megan? Why am I out streaming? It's like 80 below. You know I like to torture myself, Megan. Come on now. You of all people should know these things. I just started too. I'm going to be out here for at least another couple of hours, if not more. It's awesome of you to pop in. It's been a while. Don't be mean to myself. Why am I such a rat bastard towards myself? Why? Hey, Carl Roth. Heading down to Front Street. Maybe I'll walk along Wellington. We've done Front Street a bunch of times recently. We've done King Street a bunch of times recently. I don't often do Wellington, so let's do that.
Like, I know there is this place that doesn't.
Flatiron Building is still wrapped up. Hello, Jerry. How you doing? Do I look cold to you, Megan? Is this the face of a guy who looks cold? What's up, Elfie? Carlos. You should take a brisk walk, Megan. It'll do you good. Walk to the store and buy a frozen pizza. You know you wanna heat up a nice frozen pizza in the oven tonight. There's the dog fountain over there. Hey, Union Wayuni, hello. Squeaky Cat, what's up? The color purple is here. The nearest store is 40-minute walk. That's ridiculous. You are in a very unwalkable part of suburban hell by the sounds of it. At least your other place was within a reasonable walk of some stores and stuff.
Residents can't eat.
500 viewers here on a frozen Wednesday night. Alright, so I'm walking along Wellington. Hey, good evening, Ian. Well, I'll be sleeping around that time, Felicity, but I'll try to dream some positive dreams. Yeah, the sidewalks here are not too bad. Properly cleared. Still have these giant snowbanks and everything though they have to get rid of. It's going to be a while before they get around to all these streets. Hey, Nicety 74. Is that 3,300 yen? I'm not sure if that's what that was, but thank you very kindly for the super sticker, much appreciated. Cheers, Nicety 74. Thank you very kindly. Korean, okay. Korean won. Thank you very much. Watching from Korea, that's awesome. Just crossed Yonge Street. Hey, First Last and Carol, how you doing?
Like, what gets me is like sometimes like at these restaurants,
See, there's lots of people out walking around though, Megan, right? I mean, downtown Toronto, it doesn't matter if it's bitterly cold, there's always going to be tons of people just out walking around doing whatever the heck they're doing, going wherever the heck they're going. Very different than Guelph. Whole different universe. Especially the part of Guelph that you live in. All right, Randy Ruck, have a good night. Yeah, I just saw on the news today Toronto had a record number of tourists come to the city last year. What was it, like close to like 30 million visitors came to the city last year? I think all the stuff that's going on in the States had something to do with that. A lot of people were choosing to not visit the States and either stay within Canada, or from overseas coming to Canada instead of going to the States and that sort of thing. You were one of them, Coco Carlos, yeah.
Yeah, I went and met Joe in the contract with my
What's up, Joe? Hey, Joe. We got Billy T. You'll be back for your snipe again. Make it like an annual thing. Hey, Mark Allen Holmes. All right, we're at Bay in Wellington. I'm going to continue walking along Wellington. Check my fingers here, make sure they're not freezing. My gimbal holding hand. Sometimes you don't realize that it's getting uncomfortably cold in the fingers until it's too late. Shamabudu, yeah, the financial district here is awesome old, well, they're kind of old now, but the classic collection of office towers from the 60s and 70s and into the 80s and even into the 90s, right? All the big bank towers that went up in that time. I think it's one of the best collection of modern skyscrapers, you know, anywhere really, all clustered together in one small area for the time that they were built anyway. Yeah, me too, Denise. Hey, Jillian, hello. And they're still adding new office towers, right? Some have been built just in the last few years, pretty major ones too. A bit outside of the traditional King and Bay area though, right? More like on the periphery. Sort of expanding the footprint of the financial district, so that's a good thing in my opinion. Hey, Kensington, hello. And there's talk of another new major office tower possibly starting up, you know. Even though a lot of people were saying the days of big office tower construction were over, work from home and all that sort of thing, well, just goes to show you no one can predict the future, right? Another major office tower in the South Core. Looks like there's some movement going on with that. Hey, Craig Schultz. Yeah, that's right, Mark. And if the hub starts construction, that'll bring the Bay Street skyscraper canyon all the way down to Harbor Street, you know, right almost down to the lake. Hey, Brendan, hello. What's up, Tom B? Oh, little dip in signal here, right in the heart of the financial district. There's one of the newest office towers, TD Terrace, or 160 Front, as it's called also. Mr. Showbiz, how you doing? Watching from Northeast England. Hey, welcome. We're at University Avenue. Yeah, there are so many TD branded buildings, you're right. Astra Strauss. Got Beer Town on one side, Moxie's on the other side. Both of them blast their music out onto the street, so crossing the street wouldn't help. I just have to kind of power through here, talk over the music. Hey, Divyesh Patel, long time no see. Hey, evening Stewie. Glad you could make it. Hello, Christina. We got Jacqueline. There's Roy Thompson Hall. Squarey, Miami. Hello there. Hopefully I'm not mispronouncing your name too badly. I presume you're watching from Miami? Green Knight. I've seen him in Toronto streams. Toronto is from North Bay. Is Green Knight also from North Bay? or did you mix them up? Because I know Toronto, Maddie, is from North Bay. I didn't hear where Green Knight was from, but that would be pretty weird if he was also from North Bay. That would be three. Three of us. Tom Seeley, $5. Hello, Ken. What Toronto neighborhood do I think would be most likely have someone loudly playing the Beatles? Probably Kensington Market would be my guess, Tom. Or maybe Parkdale, right along Queen Street. Or maybe my street, coming from my building. Thank you very much, Tom Seeley. Much appreciated. Hey, City Emerald, hello. Green Knight is also from North Bay. I guess that's how they know each other, right? Toronto and Green Knight. That's crazy. How does such a small city like North Bay keep punching above its weight in so many ways? That's always fascinated me, even when I was growing up there. It just produces a lot of stuff for such a small city, you know? Like actors, musicians and actors and writers and lots of artsy kind of stuff, right? Now we got live streamers. Hey, Whitby dude. When I was naming some famous people from North Bay a while ago in another stream, I forgot to mention Brian Lee O'Malley. He's the guy who wrote the Scott Pilgrim comics, which later were made into a movie and then like a show on Netflix. I forgot to mention him. He lived in North Bay for a while. And North Bay is featured in his comics, right? It's mentioned, and then the new show on Netflix, North Bay gets a mention on more than one occasion. Half of the characters from the Scott Pilgrim comic book series are from North Bay. Even though it's set in Toronto, a bunch of the characters are from North Bay who just moved to Toronto, basically, which is what I did. We're talking about Brian Lee O'Malley, the guy who wrote the Scott Pilgrim comic books. And then the movie came later, and then a TV show on Netflix. Hey, Don. The Dion Quince, yeah. They were the first big famous famous names associated with North Bay. run across here. Hey, you can see the dome. I just had to mute it for a second. I had the urge to cough. The tickly, scratchy throat. Sometimes it can't be beaten. Hey, Patrick Matthew. Hey, it's Jay-Z's Pizza. I wonder how good they are. $15 lunch special. But if they're playing music like that, I'm never going to go in there. Sorry, Jay-Z's Pizza. So many places look good, but then I hear they blast ridiculous, annoying music, and I'm like, nope, I'm not going there. Hey, what's up, math doctors? Well, I'm quite aware there are differences between Toronto and Northern Ontario, yeah. I'm just saying North Bay as a place seems to produce a lot of creative people, that's all. Considering its size and all that. And North Bay is not a mining town. It's one of the major centers of Northern Ontario, but it's one of the few that is not a mining town. Free burger? Do they have veggie burgers? If they have a free veggie burger, I might be up for that. Right, we're crossing Blue Jays Way, or Peter Street, as it's also known. Hey, Van Smythe. Yeah, the NORAD base is in North Bay, yeah. It had that big underground, the big underground complex that operated for years during the Cold War. That's been decommissioned now. But there's still a NORAD facility. It's just above ground now, a regular building. It's always funny when you're walking towards someone and you both step in in the same way, when you're trying to pass one another, you end up just doing a little dance. It's always good times. Hey, Alec Marshall, hello. Whatever Canada, $2. George and Maria say hello from Cannington, Ontario. Well, hello back to you, George and Maria. Thank you very much for the super chat. Much appreciated. Hope you enjoy the walk tonight. Yeah, North Bay has a base, although it's been scaled down a lot. It doesn't have nearly as many personnel as it used to. It used to have a fighter squadron stationed there too, but that was taken away years ago also. And way back in the day, there was even a place where they had nuclear armed missiles ready to go. Back in the dark days of the Cold War. A slick T.O. Rick. Yeah, that's right. The days are pretty dark now too. That's true. Crossing Spadina. Hey, Dick Fowler, how you doing? Hey, get to the tower. Get to the tower. You saw the I hate rubber boots guy? It's like spotting Bigfoot or something. You know he's out there somewhere. I've spotted him a few times. Welcome, over 560 viewers here, an hour into the stream. That's awesome. Cheers, everyone. We're on Wellington Street and I'm walking west. Welcome to any new viewers who maybe are watching for the first time. It's awesome to have you. It would be cool if you would hit the subscribe and come and say hi in the chat if you want, or not. But it would be cool if you do subscribe though, and make sure you hit that notification bell, because then you'll be notified when I do future streams, because I do these streams about 3 times a week, and I will post pre-recorded videos on all the other days of the week So every day there's something you can watch, either a stream or a video. And that's my little spiel. John Deere gators. I don't know. I know there are some John Deere stores or things like that. I'm not sure what a John Deere gator is, though, to be honest. We're in the heart of downtown Toronto. I'm not sure if that's something we'd see. Hey, Ounce Willis, hello. Yeah, I'm not sure if we have anything like that. Maybe out in the smaller towns and farmland areas around the city, maybe. Hey Scott, how you doing? There's the well over there. Hey Elvin, hello. Where's Drake at? I don't know. Let's call him. Yo, Drake! Drake, where are you? You around here? I don't know. I don't think he's around here. What's up, Cheryl? Although this condo under construction, you can see through there. It's like still a concrete skeleton for the most part. Elton John will be living in that building. He bought a penthouse in that building right there. So in the not too distant future, I could yell, "Yo, Elton!" and maybe he'd actually hear me. Still walking along Wellington. Speaking of Elton John, Benny and the Jets is playing right here. I can hear Elton this very moment. Benny and the Jets. What a weird coincidence that was. What's up, Crikey? We got Carlos And we got Benny and the Jets. Oh, is that right? Mark Allen Holmes right here. That's a nice building. Nice older building. Unless you're talking about the one behind it. Whoa. Yeah, very nice. Donkey and the Jackass. Is that inspired by Benny and the Jets? The Donkey and the Jackass. Wilford, hello. All right, later, Randy Ruck. Have a good night. She looks a bit underdressed. Coming from the gym or going to the gym would be my guess, one or the other. Probably just a short walk from where she lives to the gym. Or I guess a short jog in her case. I think Elton retired, didn't he? Didn't he do his farewell tour? Although he's done one of those before, I think, but then he came back. Who was this gym person? Where, in the chat or in general? I have a friend named Jim. One of my buddies. He lives in North Bay. I don't know if you mean him. Although, I don't think he's in the chat or anything, is he? But he has appeared in a few of my videos and live streams. Oh, going to the gym. That gym. Ha 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 ha. Okay. Yeah, sorry, that one did not compute. That humor escaped me. Big Jim. I remember Big Jim. I had a Big Jim. That's going way back. Every little boy wanted a Big Jim, and I think I had the camper, the Big Jim camper. I think I had that too. Yeah, that's my friend Jim Donkey, the one who is a metalhead, yep. Yeah, Ween has a lot of very passionate fans. Some of my friends are really, really, really big fans of that band. All right, we're at Bathurst. Hey, Brett Mallon, hello. We're heading north on Bathurst, but only up to King. I think I'm going to walk east again along King for a bit. This part of King I don't walk along too often. In the East End though, I do walk through that area a lot, or through the financial district.
Talk to you on your back, and I'm like, oh God.
All right. There's Toronto's oldest bar over there. Of course, when you walk through this part of King Street here, every other place is playing music. This is where all the bars and lounges and night spots are all concentrated along here. Even on a freezing cold Wednesday night, they still are ready to party with their lame-ass music. I might have to mute the audio here just until I get past this place. All right, I think I'm safe now. You should see this stretch on a warm summer night though, like on a Friday or Saturday night. It is rammed with people, and I have videos showing that from last summer. Got more music here. Alright, we're back again. Of course, the scene here is the complete opposite of what I would be into. So I only walk through here to record videos or do a live stream. I'd stick out like a sore thumb if I were inside one of these places. No one is over the age of 30. And their entire lives are lived on Instagram, I think. Hey, Chris Mills, good evening. I did a video and a stream where I went to John Candy's old house in East York, right by Donlands. Yeah, I did that a couple times. He used to walk just down the block to the old Donlands Theater to watch movies when he was a kid, and that's sort of what inspired him to want to be, you know, an entertainer. The single biggest band or actor to come out of Toronto. Oh my god, the list is endless. It's hard to choose who would be the number one, you know? Like at one time, Jim Carrey was the biggest, most famous comedy actor, you know, in the world, right? Well, he started out here in Toronto. Same with like Mike Myers and all the SCTV people, like John Candy and the rest of the gang. Got bands like Rush, you know. And The Weeknd and Drake, I mean, you can't deny they're pretty much the biggest music acts in the world, or they were for a while, right? Even if you don't like their music, you can't deny that they were the biggest. It's kind of nice. Keanu Reeves, yeah, he's another one who would be on that list.
Otherwise, I would have kept using
Love these old buildings on this part of King Street here. And even the guy who sort of produced all of these famous names is from Toronto, right? Lorne Michaels. Like, if it wasn't for Saturday Night Live, a huge list of famous names wouldn't even be known. Many of which were also Canadian. Yeah, the two Ryans. Although neither of them are from Toronto, though. We're just talking about Toronto specific here. Yeah, we have the Walk of Fame. We're walking right towards it actually here on King Street. Although it's probably all buried under snow right now, or mostly buried, I would guess. But there's the Canada Walk of Fame. Just a few blocks ahead of me. King and Spadina. Neil Young, yeah, he was born in Toronto. He was born here and then he moved away, but then he moved back when he was sort of starting his music career, you know. Like after high school, he moved back to Toronto to try to make a name for himself. Hey Rihanna, hello. It's good to have you. Oh, music alert. More music. This is another music zone here actually. So we walk through the entertainment district on King Street here. Restaurant row up ahead also. Gonna have to mute the audio again just for a minute. Not even a minute, just like 20 seconds. That weed store back there blasts its music. It thinks it's a nightclub. Most of the weed stores think they're nightclubs, apparently. Hey, Sal Smith, how you doing?
My first for like combo. Right across the street? Yeah. Okay, let's go over and then we go out the bottom. Okay, so that's
Hey, Chowdhury. Hey, YouTube. Hello, hello. So we're about to walk through Restaurant Row here on King. Hey, thanks, Chantel. Glad you find it enjoyable. Yeah, I was kind of dreading walking around tonight, to be honest, but it's not so bad, really. Like, weather-wise, you know? I wasn't dreading talking to everyone. I look forward to that. But the weather was a bit of a issue, or so I thought, but yeah, it's not so bad. Once you get moving, it's okay. I think the boss agrees, right, Bruce? He's saying, all right, that's right. All of these restaurants play their music out onto the street. Why? I do not know. All right, we just turned north up John. Hey, Karen on the Humber.
Where do you work in accounting?
I'm pretty sure Kid Rock is from Michigan. He is very much not Canadian. Hey, Demiz, hello. And more like a minefield of Muzak around here. Ow. Person collided with my hand. Hey, Daniel Smith. Looks like I have over 600 viewers watching. Thank you everyone for checking out the Wind Chill Wednesday. Come and say hi in the chat if you're new. Or not. Lurking is cool too, but if you do want to say hi, you have to subscribe in order to do so, but it's free. And takes basically half a second. Hey, Phil from Connecticut. Hey, there's the tower. It is frosty out here. Hey, KLE, thank you. Hey, thanks. The color purple. That's right. Hit all the buttons, you know, the like, the share, the subscribe, of course. Hit the notification bell if you do all of those things. So you won't miss my next stream because I do these regularly. If you're digging it. Abby Sants, hello. Yeah, Mike Myers is from Toronto, yes. Hey, Diaries of Sarika, hello. Hello, RK8. I don't know if anyone remembers this sketch on Saturday Night Live that Mike Myers did, where he had a character called Dieter. He was like a German talk show host. I am Dieter. Apparently that character, Dieter, was inspired by a real life person that he knew from Toronto. It was a waiter. There was a restaurant that Mike Myers used to frequent here in Toronto, and the waiter that would always serve him inspired him to create this character called Dieter. I thought that was a cool story. Touch my monkey. Now is the time on sprockets when we dance. That was one of my favorite sketches from back in the day. Yeah, she's just carrying something. I guess you have no choice sometimes, right? You see that a lot downtown. People just carrying stuff from one place to the other. I've done it before. Hey, Quad Mods, how you doing? Hey, we're at Queen and John. Toronto's doo-wop music guy. guess what? One time I bought a couch and I brought it home on a dolly. I just borrowed a dolly and I wheeled my new couch home on the dolly from Yonge and Carlton over to where I live, about like a 15-minute or so walk away. I didn't want to pay the $60 delivery fee, so I was like, no, I live close enough. I have this dolly, I'll just take it home myself. It was in a big box, so it was just like an enormous box. And then I had to sort of build the couch when I got home, but yeah. Hey Jennifer, hello. B Banger. And Danube is here, hello. Digital Plasma, welcome to the stream. And I still have that same couch. It's kind of old now. It's near the end of its lifespan, I think. Howie loves Toronto. Howie Mandel, he's another Torontonian actually, right? Another famous Toronto guy. He's the host of that new Price is Right Canada. They've been taping episodes. I got invited to be on that show. But I was like, no thanks. You met him on when you're a flight attendant. Oh, that's cool. You didn't know it was him though. Hey, sweater girl, hello. We're coming into Grange Park. I missed a sub. Did I miss a sub? Or a super? Did I miss a super? I don't see one. Danube, there it is. 1090 Riel, warm beverage fund. Thank you very much, Danube. Yeah, that one got by me also. Thank you, Vivian, for letting me know. Thank you very much, Danube. Much appreciated. Hey, Pianola Enterprises. I'm as white as the snow. Yeah. Yeah, I guess my tan isn't what it used to be. Some nice snowy surroundings here at Grange Park, though. Dome says the art gallery looks better from this side. Yeah, I like this side. It's a lot more imposing and dramatic than the other side on Dundas. This is the side where you really get a sense of the size of the place, you know. And they're building an expansion right over there on the eastern end of it. Designed by Frank Gehry, who was also a famous Torontonian. Just died recently. Building a snow fort? Looks like they're making a snow fort over there. I used to do that. Hey, Hunden, hello. This is OCAD University, another bizarre building. It's an art school. Well, actually, there was a lot of people out and about in other parts of town as I've been walking around. It's a bit quiet here. We're just on McCall Street in front of OCAD University. But considering how cold it is, like on a Wednesday evening, there's quite a few people out and about here and there, you know, various parts of downtown. Art students. Favorite part of the city? Well, just downtown in general, but if I had to get more specific, I like the St. Lawrence Market neighborhood. I like Kensington Market. I like the financial district for the skyscrapers. Yorkville is nice. Let's cut through here. Let's cut through here and warm up for a minute. That's true, Felicity. That's very true. And I like Old Cabbage Town, if you're just talking about a residential neighborhood. I just love the look and feel of Old Cabbage Town. Yeah, I felt the earthquake. I just didn't realize what it was at the time. I just thought some big truck or something rumbled by my building, but I didn't think too much about it, really. I just thought that was a weird big rumble there, whatever the heck that was, and then I just went on with my night without giving it a second thought. And then later on, I heard, like this morning, I heard it was an earthquake. I was just sitting in my chair. I was not in bed yet. I don't go to bed at 11 p.m. Alright, I warmed up my gimbal holding hand a little bit. Why, hello, miss. I have been woken up by an earthquake once, though, when I was living in North Bay. I remember on all the days for it to happen, it was the early morning hours of January 1st in the year 2000. Basically Y2K, right? I was out doing the New Year's Eve thing with my friends, and then I got home late, crashed, so I was in bed sleeping, and I was woken up by a big rumbling, vibrating sensation. And I had some Christmas cards sitting on top of my TV, and they all fell off and fell on the floor. It was just crazy that it happened on January 1st, 2000, you know what I mean? I was like, what the heck? The world is coming to an end. Y2K, oh no. What time did I go to bed? Oh, I don't know, probably like 3 or 4 in the morning or something. Yeah, that was the strongest quake I ever felt. Like, yeah, anywhere. I mean, it wasn't that strong really in the great scheme of things, right? But Like there was no damage or anything like that, but it was strong enough to knock stuff down inside your apartment, at least. Certain things like that were light, like Christmas cards, maybe some paintings on the wall and that sort of thing. I don't know. Hey, Choppy.
Which is why I even know this. And I wanted to see the day that I had. Yeah, so like.
No, no. What, like,
Video or anything, and they didn't like set it up. All the people together, and that was that. So it was just done really quick.
I like to start my day with some 12. Right, we're on Dundas Street. We're heading east. Hey, Heartbeats Local. Yeah, I'm not sure if they use those melting machines. Maybe they do. I've never seen them though. Oh, so you live right in Aurelia, kind of right near the epicenter. Yeah, Australia's like the complete opposite of us right now. They are down under. We're up over, I guess. They're down under. Hey, later, crikey. Have a good night. I don't think Toronto is located in a part of the world where severe earthquakes are, you know, expected really, so people here don't really plan for that sort of thing. On the west coast though, in Vancouver, that might be different. Hey, Slack Wolf, hello. I passed Veg Delight. That was an aggressive honk. Hey, welcome back, Bradley Taylor. Alright, we're at Bay and Dundas. Hey, what's up, Alicia? Just hit 2 hours. My phone is at 100%. 2 hours in, 100%. Because it's been plugged into my power bank. And I just leave it plugged in. My gimbal, though, is starting to lose its life a little bit. Still got over 600 viewers. Heading north up Bay. Maybe I'll go take a look at College Park. We'll see if there's anyone skating at College Park. Hey, John Nicholson, how you doing? Good to have you. I think a lot of people sort of drift off into dreamland as they're watching me stream, or they just lie there listening. I guess I take that as a compliment, maybe? Either that or I'm just so damn boring that people just literally fall asleep. What is a gimbal? A gimbal is this device that I use to stabilize my stream. It's like a stabilizer. You put your phone in it, or it holds onto your phone so things don't jiggle all over the place when you're walking around. A lot of phones now have a stabilization built right in, so some people don't bother with the gimbals anymore, but I think the gimbal does a better job than the built-in stabilization that comes with phones now. Most streamers still use gimbals if they're walking around. Hey, Fun Feeds, how you doing? There's lovely Elm Street. This phone I have, though, does not have a stabilization setting built in, so I have to use the gimbal. This is an older phone. Steve Atlas. Yeah, I don't mind the cold temperatures. Yeah, it's right there. The next one.
The next green light?
Next, yeah, the next
light?
next light, yeah.
Thank you so much. Walk, please.
Cool, yep. I was saying, yeah, I don't mind the cold as long as it's not too windy. It's a bit windy tonight, but it could be a lot worse, right? The wind was a lot worse earlier today, actually. It was brutal, so I was kind of happy that it had died down a bit. Hey, Devin Sullivan. You got more snow in New York City. What did New York City get? We got like 60 centimeters in parts of Toronto, which is about 2 feet. It's close to 2 feet, 24 inches, around there. Which is actually an all-time record for a single snowfall in the history of Toronto. As long as they've been recording records or snowfalls anyway. Can I say hi to your dog? Hello, Wilbur. How you doing, Wilbur? Are you a good dog, Wilbur? Are you a good dog? Wow, that's crazy if New York got that much. Wow. Yeah, in some places the sidewalks are cleared right down, you know. All done in a nice, proper kind of way. In other places, not so much. Yeah, I heard about that, Steve. You have to look out for those little metallic things in the sidewalk. I'm not sure how to describe them. Little round metallic doohickeys. Because they carry current. And if you step on it without shoes or anything, or boots or whatever, like a dog would, you can get a big shock. Yeah. Hey, Shannon Baker. So people who are walking around with bare feet also have to be careful. And I do see that sometimes. It's not common, but you do see that sometimes. I don't know if I could notice one. I never really noticed them, to be honest. They're just around. Yeah, we got a few people skating here. This is the Barbara Ann Scott ice skating oval or something like that. Ice trail, maybe? Barbara Ann Scott ice trail. And it is frozen real good. That's some serious ice right there. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, this is slippery as hell. If I were to walk on here, I would probably end up on my ass. It's super duper slippery. That's the Aura. Can I get out of here? I might have to walk on the ice just to get over to where I want to go. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not going to chance it. I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up on my ass if I walk on that ice. Let's go this way. Go through this makeshift trail here. The ice like is much slipperier than other times. There we go. That's you, Slick. Ooh, she's doing some twirls over there. Holy cow. That girl is like a serious skater. I don't know if I caught that, but she was doing like that high-speed twirl thing, you know? Do it again. Hey, Advisorate. Oh, it's windy here. It's always windy here. Now I'm getting some of that brutal wind chill as I walk through this canyon. So now my title is accurate. Get me out of here. Hey, have a good night, Choppy. And have a good night, Carol L.E. That's why it was so windy. I was walking right in between all these tall buildings here. Do we have Denny's? Or you mean Denny's? If you mean Denny's, then yeah, we have a Denny's. There's one actually on Dundas that I walked past just a little while ago. If you mean Danny's, then I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the Danny's is. Hey, Ms. Nisamik, hello. Oh, so Danny's is a pizza place. Yeah, I don't think we have any Danny's here. But we have lots of other good pizza places.
I know. Like, that sucks.
Not sure what I'm having for dinner tonight. Something warm. Something to warm my insides and my outsides. There's Franz. That's a fun place. Classic sort of burgers and fries, you know, that kind of place. Do I like soup? Well, I don't eat soup very often. I guess I like it well enough, depending on what kind it is, but I don't eat it very often. Hardly ever, actually. Alright, we're back at Yonge Street. A potential dingus there. I had to sort of make sure I wasn't pointing my phone in his direction. He looked like he was capable of going full dingus at any second. Check out this snowbank here. Holy jeez. That's some serious snowbank action. Never go full dingus. That guy almost went full dingus. Yeah, the city still has to come and remove these. I'm not sure when they're going to do that, but we're right in the heart of downtown Yonge Street here. This should be a priority, you would think. But I guess as long as there's enough sidewalk space that's cleared and the traffic is also good, then I guess they're not in a big rush. Maybe they're concentrating their efforts elsewhere. Yeah, hopefully no dingus will try and spit on me like with Johnny the other day. He told me that he didn't actually get hit though by the spit, but the guy tried. But it was windy and everything and the spit didn't actually reach him. So that was good, but the guy still tried. What's going on here? Why are there a bunch of cars sitting here? This seems unusual. This is like the park. This is how you get into the park. Why are there cars all bunched up here? It's not supposed to be that way. Weird. Yeah, what the hell are they doing there? Seems like something that could result in some tickets or something. I mean, just one car would be something, but there's like about 4 or 5 of them there. Super tall skyscraper is on the rise right here. Concord Sky. I don't know who Alejandro Kirk is. So maybe it was. You got me. Maybe go back and take another look. Hey, Blue Meaford, $6.99. Contribution to a hot dinner and a query. A fave hot meal. Well, maybe I'm predictable and everything, but I think a fave hot meal for me is just a nice big pot of pasta, to be honest. I'm pretty easy to please in that way. It seems to warm me up better than most other things that I eat.
No way.
Yeah.
Thank you very kindly for the super chat. Cheers to you, Blue Meaford. Much appreciated. Thank you very kindly. I'm standing right in front of Muzak here. Hey, hazelnut. Or a big plate of hot pad thai sounds good too. As I walk past Thai on Yonge. Where do I get my favorite pad thai? At the place I just walked past. Called Thai on Yonge. I went there last time with Megan, actually, who was in the chat just at the beginning of my stream. So I go there every once in a while, not too often though. Sort of like a special thing for me to go there. It's not a regular thing, but I love it every time I go. This is the other Muzak zone here. Might have to mute the audio again. All right, I'm back. My nemesis on this part of Yonge Street is the Warehouse, that restaurant bar I just walked past. Hey, Derek. Hey, Lorraine McLean. We're at Yonge and Dundas. Sure.
Hey,
Hey, how's it going?
doing well, I'm doing great. Life is beautiful, life is great. Everybody keep on going.
I agree with everything. Thank you. All right. Slippery. Yeah, all kinds of nice things to say there. Sometimes you never know what someone's going to say, right? When they say, hey, can I say something to your stream? You always want to say sure, but there's always the possibility they might start saying something that you definitely don't want to be broadcast to your audience. But most of the time they say something nice. Whoa, it's slippery as hell here. Yeah, this is Yonge and Dundas. The odd time I had somebody say something really stupid and borderline offensive, you know. A couple times my stream got demonetized because of something that someone said for like 5 seconds in like a 2 or 3 hour stream. Someone says something stupid and offensive for 5 seconds and then my stream gets demonetized. And unless I go into editing and remove that part, which is what I would do. Or block out the audio in that part. We got little pathways here. Hello. To walk through the square. Hey, Kim Richard. We're at 2.5 hours. Hey, Pine Sol. There's Sam the Record Man over there. Real cam? What do you mean by that? Real cam, as opposed to, are you asking if I'm using an actual camera or just like a phone or something? Because I'm using a phone. I'm using a smartphone on a gimbal. But I do have a real camera that I use when I do my pre-recorded videos. It's an Osmo Pocket 3. I have it on me actually. So I use that for my pre-recorded videos, and I use this setup for my live streams. Hey, Mary Valencia, I'm doing all right. How are you? I'm starting to feel a bit cold, admittedly, after 2.5 hours. It is getting to me a bit. But check out the square. There's just little pathways to walk through it. And pay no attention to the new sign over there. I don't. No, I haven't tried my vest yet, my heated vest, no. My sister's going to be mad at me if I don't try it soon. I just never feel that cold, like, you know, in my body to need a heated vest. I find this coat and a few layers are, you know, perfectly good. Heading to the metro. I'm not sure if I need anything. I think I'm good, you know. I think I got some good stuff at home. They're not renaming the street anymore. The street is going to stay Dundas. They did rename the square here. It's not Young Dundas Square anymore, so they renamed that. And they renamed Dundas Station to TMU Station. But the street is going to stay Dundas Street. So all that was really for nothing, right? Inside the subway station, on the platform where it says TMU Station, right below it, it says Dundas Street. So people still know where that is, right? So it was all for nothing, really. It was just a big display of virtue signaling or something. I don't know. Look, we did something, but it doesn't really solve what they saw what the problem was in the first place. Dundas Street still remains. Alright, I'm on the east side. Sort of homeward bound here, as Simon and Garfunkel once said. Do we have Subway subs? You mean like the restaurant? Yeah, look at it right there. There it is right there. I mean, we have a lot of the same chain restaurants and stuff that you find in the States, right? A lot of the same stuff, but we do have our own stuff that you don't find in the States. And the States has some stuff that you don't find here. But there's lots and lots of stuff that we both have. Well, he can be annoying, Vivian. There's no law against being annoying. Being annoying is not against the chat rules. You can just choose to ignore or block him if he's annoying you, right? Like, not block him permanently for everyone. I just mean for you or any personal... anyone in the chat who finds someone annoying, you can just block that person. Is what I'm saying. I was going to say, I think people should only be banned if they are super offensive, basically. Like really, really offensively breaking the chat rules, being nasty, that sort of thing. That's the only real reason I would see to ban someone from the chat. Just saying weird things, being annoying, making off-color jokes. I don't really care, to be honest, about stuff like that. Using caps, who cares? It's easy to just ignore that stuff if you want. Cam is not banned. Cam is not banned. I don't know why Cam just doesn't want to appear in the chat anymore, but Cam is perfectly able to if they want to.
You made like basically.
Crab Shaman. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Simon and Garfunkel. SG, I'm not sure what happened to SG. Yeah, SG is not banned either. Because I'm okay with someone using all caps, you know. It doesn't bother me really. That was like SG's thing, to use all caps and say silly things in the chat. It was part of their shtick, right? So I'm not sure what happened to SG. You could go for a falafel. I'm just walking past a bunch of places here where you can get a falafel. I can actually smell falafel-like smells here. Yeah, it's not too hard, right? Just to not be a jerk. It's not that hard, is it? Most people seem to handle that easily enough. Just come chit-chat, you know. Have some fun. You're welcome to ask me questions. I can answer them or I can choose not to answer them. It's up to me. Chat with other viewers if you want. Just don't veer off into offensive territory. Just be like a decent person, basically. Quad mods, I know you try. I know you try. One day, quad mods, one day, you'll figure out how not to be a dingus. Like sometimes people do just come into the chat just to be an asshole, and that's pretty obvious. When the first thing they say is just something really abrasive or trollish, you know, that's pretty obvious, right? Especially if they're new viewers that I've never seen before. And just right off the bat, they're just trying to get a rise out of people. Just classic troll behavior, right? And that's the sort of thing that will get you banned because it's obvious what you're doing and what your whole purpose for being here is. But even those people I might give a chance to like smarten up, you know, you give them a warning. Hey, don't do that. Like be cool. Like if you want to be in the chat, you know, we're not really going to tolerate you saying these sorts of things, and if they keep doing it, then they'll get banned. But I'll give them a chance to smarten up. I think Fillmore's is closing just in a few days, right? At the end of the month. The famous Fillmore's. The infamous Fillmore's. Hey, Commander Thoth, hello. Hey, Kotzi's here. How you doing, Kotzi? Kotzi takes really awesome photographs of Toronto. And our Toronto is here. Yeah, they canceled the condos, but they're still going to build rental apartments, right? It just pivoted from condos to rentals, so they're still going to build a new tower here. It just won't be that condo project that was originally proposed or approved. So Fillmore's is still going to close. Hey, cheers, Kotzi. Same to you. There's like a bunch of buildings around town that have flipped from condo to rental, because obviously the condo market is in the toilet right now, so haven't been to Fillmore's? I went there once. Once with my buddy from out of town. He just was like, come on, we gotta go. I was like, alright, let's go. So we went. Yeah, fair enough, Felicity. You know how to use that block function? Yeah, I mean, that's all there is to it, really. If someone is really annoying to you, you don't have to see their chats if you don't want to. Just hit block, and boom, it's like they're gone. For you, anyway. Hey, LAB.
What is your site?
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Just doing a live stream.
Yeah, we're on TikTok.
On YouTube.
YouTube.
Yeah.
What's the name of your channel?
The Ken Continuum.
Ken Continuum.
Ken Continuum, yeah.
Alright, then.
Yeah, check it out, man. Yeah. Cheers. See ya. Something curious about my channel? Yeah, he just sort of came up behind me. I was like, oh. I wasn't expecting. No, he seemed harmless enough. Oh boy, the sidewalks here are not plowed very well. I'm almost home. So I think I'm gonna start wrapping it up here, folks. You should have seen this street right after the storm. Actually, I made a short, a YouTube short, and also at the end of my snowstorm video, I showed a bit of it. All the cars were just completely buried. It was snow all along here. You couldn't even tell they were cars, really. 31.3, awesome. All right, thanks to all the new subs. Getting some good subscriber growth lately. It's awesome to see. But as I was saying, I'm going to wrap it up. Hope you all had a good time watching me walk around on a wind chill Wednesday. It wasn't as bad as I thought it would be, so all in all, I had a pretty good time. I hope you all enjoyed as well. It was awesome to have you all. And I'll be streaming again in the next few days, so hit that notification bell if you haven't already done that. So you'll be notified when my next stream is. Of course, subscribe and like and share and all that other stuff as well if you haven't already done that. And I'll be premiering a pre-recorded video tomorrow evening on the channel. Hope to see you in the live chat. It's a pre-recorded video, but there'll be a live chat as we watch the video, and I'll be in the chat. So good times. That'll be around 7:15ish tomorrow evening. And thanks again to all the viewers tonight, all the new subscribers, channel members. Thanks to the mods, Vivian and Alan K, and I think Yogi was here for a while earlier. And Megan actually has mod powers, and she was in the chat earlier. So thanks to all the mods. And a huge thanks to everyone who sent support with the Super Chat, Super Stickers, or any PayPal donations that I haven't yet seen, but I'll check afterwards for those. So thank you in advance, and thank you once again for supporting the channel. It means a lot. So until next time, I will continue. There I am. All right, have a good night, everyone. I'll see you in the next one. Tail Morgan, Jollykins, yeah, everyone. It's been a slice, I tell you. It's been a slice. All right, until next time. Ernest. All right, bye all.